In March of 2020, Covenant set out to celebrate its 125th anniversary. Wanting to take the month as not only a time to celebrate this considerable milestone, but also to reflect on the work God had done through our church over the last century. Each week, we shared a different aspect of our story. On March 1st, during Sunday school classes, we held an anniversary breakfast and worship experience and presented a historical video called Humble Beginnings, featuring Mary Beth Ledford and a special message for the children on the significance of a milestone. We were visited by American Baptist Church Michigan Executive Minister Reverend Brian Johnson, who shared inspiring words and presented a certificate of recognition from the American Baptist Historical Society. Then, on March 8th, Fawn Strauch delivered a video message on how Covenant impacts lives, specifically her own. She shared the story of her family, who were Vietnamese refugees whom Covenant sponsored. We also heard a special message from member Judy Davis about changes in the life of Covenant. Then, the world was brought to a halt by the COVID-19 pandemic. The state of Michigan entered lockdown and all schools and non-essential businesses closed, and all venues, such as concert halls, movie theaters, and yes, even churches, were asked to close their buildings to prevent the spread of the virus. Everyone was instructed to shelter in place. It was a confusing and often scary time for us all. Unfortunately, the 125th anniversary activities were cut short. The remaining celebrations had to be canceled, including a skit by Larry and Betsy Schrock and the Drama Ministry, a celebration dinner, as well as many of the ministry activities we had planned for 2020. However, even in darkness, God's light shines, and even in lockdown, the word went forth. Fortunately, Covenant was already live streaming our Sunday worship experience on YouTube. A small number of dedicated members and staff made sure our Sunday worship experience continued online without interruptions. As the lockdown went from weeks to months, Covenant adapted as a congregation to continue serving the Lord. Bible studies, board meetings, game nights, and Sunday school classes resumed via Zoom and conference calls. By July, the church reopened the doors of the building for on-site worship experience. We celebrated the first anniversary of Pastor Jabulani McAllister, Covenant's first African-American senior pastor. We opened an emergency food pantry. And Sunday school and Bible studies continue. It is now November 2020, Covenant's 126th anniversary. We are thankful that God is in control. With all of the chaos, fears, disruption from the routines we love, and the unknown that still lies ahead of us, Covenant has stayed busy doing what our Lord has called us to do: be the church. We are still studying His Word, praying, teaching, preaching, sharing with others, being His witness, and filling the needs of our community through His love and blessing and the generosity of our congregation. Throughout this time, because of our faith in Him, we have peace through our Lord Jesus Christ. We have the privilege to boast in the hope of the glory of God and know that He has brought us this far for His divine purpose. For although at times it feels we are walking through our darkest valley, we fear no evil. For our God is with us. as he has been for 126 years, and as he will be for eternity.